Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, where we share with you a lot of useful information, latest news updates, and information walking tours around Benidorm town, Costa Blanca in Spain. And today, with these gorgeous views from the natural park in Benidorm town, we'll be sharing you the latest news update. We'll be talking about the situation in Benidorm in terms of tourism, which hotels are the cheapest ones as for the day of today in Benidorm town, depending if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 stars hotels and their location. As you all might expect, the situation in terms of tourism in Benidorm town is quite busy. Right now we have last couple of days of school sessions in Spanish schools, and these are mostly pick up the books that they still have left, celebrations, different sports events, etc. So a lot of families have decided already not to bring their children to school anymore because it's getting quite warm outside as well, which we'll be talking about at the end of this video. Which crazy weather and which temperatures are we expecting to have here in Spain in the next 7 days, which are absolutely crazy. We'll see about that at the end of the video. But so far, many families opt already to maintain children at home and not to go to school any longer, which means that in Benidorm we'll not only be receiving British tourists and international tourism as it is, but also a lot more of national tourists and families with children. So there's going to be a mix of different types of tourists, of different types of ages, of different types of nationalities. Benidorm will be full the fullest. How much hotels cost right now? People say that it's getting really expensive to stay in Benidorm, and I mean they're not technically wrong. The most popular hotels, those who are four-star superior, 5-star hotels, a couple of them that we have here in Benidorm, do offer quite expensive price range, taking into consideration that they had to higher up the prices because they needed to meet the costs with the expenses, with the profit, with the money that they're obtaining from each booking. However, it doesn't mean that you cannot come to Benidorm and stay in a cheaper accommodation options. Obviously, there are apart hotels, apartments, there are houses, bungalows, there are campsites. So there's a lot of different options depending on the budget that you want to meet during your holidays. The hotels in this case, the cheapest one hotel of 1 star that I found in Benidorm town was from 49 euros per night. Right now, these days of June, 49 euros per night for 2 people on self-catering. This is going to be self-catering, okay? So that would have the most fair, most basic price possible. 2-star hotels have prices starting from 53 euros per night for 2 people. 3-star hotels have prices starting from 65 euros per night for 2 people for one room. And 4-star hotels have prices starting from 65 euros per night. And this is the hotel at the famous bus station in Benidorm town. They put prices really cheap because they are quite far away from the city center. The solution with the public transport is not the best either, so they need to put lower prices in order to attract as much people as possible, because that's pretty much the only business that keeps working in Benidorm's bus station. And from the most popular hotels in Benidorm, for example, the cheapest one that I found was the Hotel Marina, 4 stars hotel situated right on the British street, right in the center of all the action, next to the most popular pubs, bars, cafeterias, and restaurants. And they offer a price of 77 euros per night right now. Prince Park, for example, situated in Benidorm city center, slightly in a quieter area, is 82 euros per night. And then a lot more of popular hotels have prices starting from 90, 100, 110, 120 per night, depending of what you prefer. And a lot of them do offer this price already with breakfast included. So as you can see, a lot of possibilities starting from 49 euros per night for just 2 people. So it's 24.50 per person per night. Not bad, isn't it? The next news that I wanted to share with you all is that Benidorm is receiving a brand new alert. It's not because of the weather, although it is as well because it's getting really, really hot out here, but it's because some quite similar touristic destinations are receiving less and less bookings this year, and they're kind of stopping their growth, which is, for example, Salou, North Spain, Gran Canaria, surprisingly, and Lloret de Mar. Lloret de Mar is also situated in Catalonia, north parts of Spain, and this is kind of an alert, a touch of attention, if you wish, towards Benidorm town, Torremolinos as well, and Tenerife. Why? Because these areas that we're talking about, Salou, Gran Canaria, Lloret de Mar, these areas, they are innovating the least right now here in terms of touristic destinations in Spain. This has been a very important part for tourism destinations to continue innovating and to offer each year and maybe each month even more and more experiences for tourists that are arriving here, because people not only wants to come to a hotel, all inclusive is not as popular right now as it used to be before. The things that people wants to explore, what they wants to see in general, what people want to do during their holidays is way different from what it used to be years and even decades ago. And right now, the vast majority of tourists, they prefer to explore the area. They prefer to go around, maybe join some excursions, some private tours. And if you want to do these, we still have 2 weeks in July and 2 weeks more or less in August that are kind of free overall. So if you want to grab some private tour for your holidays, do it now, because shortly we'll be run out of options for these summer months. But we still have a lot of tours available starting from autumn towards the winter time here in Benidorm, Costa Blanca, and Spain. And you can have our website right here. You can go and check it out. Not only if you want to book, but simply to read slightly more about different touristic destinations and which places you could potentially visit if you will be arriving here to the area and are looking forward to explore what Costa Blanca has to offer. So Benidorm is also it's like a dot right now that everyone are looking at, because it's one of the most popular destinations in Spain, and Costa Blanca is the #1 touristic destination. And a lot of people are afraid that Benidorm will suffer the same consequences as these previous destinations have, because they are not innovating so much. However, on the other side, those who live here in Benidorm, as myself, we can see how many changes Benidorm is actually doing. You know that they're changing the lights on the Levante beach. They have built brand new wood promenade on the Poniente beach. They've changed all the light systems. They've changed the road. They've created brand new Mediterranean Avenue part, which they're going to be continuing in the next couple of years to change all of it completely. They're closing more and more spaces for traffic and leaving it for pedestrians only. A lot more trees, plants, and flowers. The old town is changing as well. It's constantly renovating itself, creating experiences, open air museums, adapting information boards in different parts of Benidorm so that people would know what they can see and how they can get there. It's simply incredible how Benidorm is growing, and only us who live here, we have the true side of how everything is changing. From the outside, you could see, oh well, they still have the same theme parks, they still have the beach, and they still have the old town. That's it. But actually, it's not true. Benidorm is having much more places each year that you are able to visit. So definitely, I kind of think that we are not going to stop. Benidorm is not going to stop to receive tourists. It's not going to decrease, and not much more than that. I think personally that Benidorm will continue to grow and continue to receive much more tourists each year, because its quality holidays offer is growing more and more each and every single year. And hotels are constantly innovating themselves and refurbishing completely, offering a new design, new possibilities, better menu options, exquisite gourmet food inside. So I definitely feel Benidorm will not have the issue that these towns and areas do have. However, we still compete with a lot of different areas in other countries. Our main competitors of Benidorm Let us know if you know which ones these are. Put them in the comments. I'm gonna put the video on pause and put in the comments which competitors does Benidorm have in terms of other international countries where tourists are thinking, should I go to Benidorm or maybe should I go to this country for holidays this year? And now, when you're back here, when you've written your comment already, Benidorm is a direct competitor with Turkey, Greece, Portugal, even Egypt and Morocco in terms of how many things can people see there, what people can visit in terms of quality tourism as it is. We compete directly with these countries, but I think that Benidorm is improving everything as much as they can, and the variety of different activities and experiences is so wide that we shouldn't be afraid of these changes, and we shouldn't be afraid some of the days Benidorm will be empty because probably it never will. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all comes from beach areas of Benidorm. As you all might know, we had an issue with blue flags. Blue flags are a distinctive flag, which is the blue color, that is being given to a lot of beach areas that do meet specific requirements in terms of quality. And this is a very popular blue flag that Benidorm this year didn't ask for, mostly because of the issue they've had last year with the Poniente Beach. However, also because they're doing so much of a building work around beach areas on the Poniente and on the Levante as well, that it doesn't make any sense to ask for this flag because they would not meet any requirements since there's a lot of building work and a lot of cars moving around that area. However, it doesn't mean that these beach areas are not fit to visit them or if they don't meet any kind of requirements. Benidorm beach areas have received this year a very prestigious award and a flag, which is Quali Tour flags. These flags are being given to the best beach areas for those who beach and calas, which are like virgin beaches, mostly with pebbles and stones on them, not with sand so much. And they've been given to those who actually meet very strict requirements and quality standards. In terms of service that they provide, in terms of cleanliness, in terms of the quality of water, the beach itself. And this year, Qualitur flags will be given to the Levante Beach, to the Poniente Beach, to the beach of Malpaz, and the smaller part of Malpaz as well in the Old Town, to Cala Tio Chimo, which is situated right at the entrance to the National Park of Benidorm, and Cala Almadrava. All the areas of Benidorm will be receiving the prestigious Qualitur flags. So don't be afraid to go, to dive in, to enjoy these areas because they are fit in terms of quality and the services that they provide. The best areas of Benidorm, all of them are in great quality. And now let's talk about the weather. What will be waiting for us in the next 7 days here in Spain? Today in the morning, we've had some big chunky clouds in the sky. However, right now you can see behind my back, there's barely anything left at all and the sun is shining back again. This type of weather will continue in the next 7 to 10 days, even though some parts of Spain it might be raining and it's going to be raining quite a lot, especially in north and central parts. But here, since we're protected so much by the mountains, unless it's like really pouring Mediterranean storm, it's not gonna be hitting us. So don't worry, not gonna be raining, gonna be sunny once again. So you will be able to enjoy your holidays. In terms of temperatures, today they are around 29 to 30 degrees. However, starting from tomorrow, temperatures will be growing up until 32 and maybe even more on midday. And South Spain, Andalusia especially, will reach the shocking and dangerous 44 degrees. We're not even in official summer yet, which by the way will be this Friday. We'll celebrate the night of San Juan and we will be there to show it to you guys as we usually do. So don't worry, we won't miss that summer celebration here in Benidorm town. Even though you won't be here on holidays, you will be able to see it online here on our channel Benidorm by Anna. So these shocking temperatures are surprising somewhat because we're not in summer and usually we have them in August and now it's mid-June. So imagine what can happen in end of July and the beginning of August. Due to these high temperatures, the water temperature went directly from 23 to 24.3 degrees in Benidorm. Okay, in Benidorm town. This is really, really warm. Usually we hit it in July, but right now we already have 24.3. By July and August months, it's quite probable we might even hit 30 degrees water temperature, an absolute record that we almost hit last year. And no surprise, this will be the same again this year or maybe even more. Let's hope not, because these water temperature changes bring a lot of jellyfish. They change the marine life a lot, and sometimes we receive unwanted guests in the sea, dangerous species. We receive some different fish that might be like jellyfish that might be poisonous. In some places, they've even seen sharks already that do not attack people as it is, but still it's quite unpleasant thing to see, as well as a lot of seaweed that last year we had an issue with that as well. But this is how it is. The only thing left is to try and enjoy the maximum the temperatures and the climate that we have right now. Thank you all for accompanying us today. Those of you who are coming on holiday shortly, I wish you to enjoy, to relax, to explore as much as you can, and have a lovely holiday here in Benidorm town, Costa Blanca, or Spain in general. And we'll see each other tomorrow in a new video here on the channel, which is where we'll show you the areas where the lovely thieves try and steal your belongings, which areas to avoid, and what is happening with these thieves that returns to Benidorm. I'll see you then. Bye.